Pan arrived in Salem expecting witches. He found something far more nourishing. The accused hung from scaffolding in the town square, bodies swaying in summer wind while the crowd below sang hymns. He watched the living, the righteous, the ones who'd built the gallows and tied the nooses and testified before God and community that they were doing holy work. This was new, this was exquisite. In ancient times, his worshippers had known what they were doing. Blood spilled in mountain groves, terror cultivated deliberately, chaos embraced as sacred. But these Puritans, oh, these beautiful, self-deceiving Puritans, they'd created pandemonium while believing utterly in their own righteousness. Pan moved through the crowd, invisible but present, sampling the terror that flowed not from the accused, but from the accusers. They were terrified of their own thoughts, their own bodies, their own neighbors, every natural impulse reinterpreted as demonic. Abigail Williams stood near the front, face flushed with righteous fervor, as she pointed at the next victim. Pan studied her with the focus of a connoisseur. She believed her own stories now. That was crucial. The crowd surged forward as the accused was dragged to the gallows. Pan felt their hunger, indistinguishable from his own. They fed on the spectacle, on the validation of their worldview, on the cathartic release of violence sanctified by religious authority. This wasn't justice. Justice was boring, procedural, measured. This was ritual sacrifice dressed in the garments of civilization. More, someone shouted. There are more witches among us. And there it was, the perpetual motion machine of righteous panic. Each execution proved the conspiracy was real, which justified more executions, which proved the conspiracy was vast, which required even more vigilance, more accusations, more blood on scaffolding wood. Pan laughed, and thunder rolled across clear sky. The crowd interpreted it as divine approval, and he supposed they weren't entirely wrong. Just mistaken about which divinity approved. The beauty of it was sustainability. Ancient sacrifices ended when the victim died, but this could feed itself indefinitely. The mob didn't need him to whisper anymore. As the body was cut down and the crowd dispersed to identify tomorrow's demons, Pan remained in the square, savoring the aftertaste. The gallows would stand for months. The terror would linger for generations. And through it all, these righteous people would never question whether the devil they sought was the one they'd found in mirrors, wearing their own faces, sanctified by daylight and prayer.